live. Yeah, we going live. Hey, we going live. Yeah, we going live. Yeah, we going. Yeah, we going. Yeah, we going live. From the 50-yard line, we going live. From the 50-yard line, we going live. From the 50-yard line. Hey.
Hello. My name is Stephanie Fitzpatrick, aka the Advantage Coach, and welcome to Coach's Pep Talk, where we inform and inspire collegiate athletes to be the best version of themselves as students and athletes. So today, let's talk about the obvious. We currently live in a society where equal treatment is not in every segment. It doesn't exist. We just have to admit that, own it, and work towards a better, right? So too many situations and stories of difference in treatment and the way that people have been treated by law enforcement, the justice system, corporate America, government, and yes, even sports to talk about today. So we won't spend our time on that. Instead, I want to talk to you about empowering you to assist in being the change that we want to see. So let's start with our inspiration for this week. Almost 4 years ago to the day from the recording of this, Colin Kaepernick took a stand by kneeling. He was brave and he was courageous, and he did something that he didn't even know if it would, he had no idea the effect it would have, not only on people, good and bad, but he definitely didn't have an idea of how it would affect his own life going forward. But he's been unapologetic about that, and I'm really, I love that he's done this, because it was the catalyst for what we're witnessing today as we watch the MLB and the MLS and even the NFL take a stand, and more bravely, the NBA and the WNBA have also done it as well. The Milwaukee Bucks being the first team to kind of come out and say, you know what, we're just not going to play right now. This is not what's important. And so they're using their platform in the same way that Colin Kaepernick did when he had the opportunity. He used that platform. And so for a lot of you, the people that are in the professional sports leagues that I just named are your role models. They're the people that you look up to. And so I say to you, you look up to them and you admire them, and it's about, their talents, their gifts, the things that they do athletically. But I encourage you to look at them even deeper. Look at them even in a different light, so to speak, a closer look at them. They're in alignment with and be in alignment with their moral compass, their history-making movements, as well as their courageous and sometimes still boldness. You too have that same platform. As a student athlete, you are an influencer, whether that just be on your campus or you have a wider scope than that to be able to influence people through your social media, whatever it is, but you do have a platform, and I encourage you to use it. And the things that I encourage you to do on top of using your platform, being your voice, is 4 things. Speak your truth to your coaches and your teammates, as well as your peers. That is your right to do. You have to be able to speak your truth. Be honest about how you feel with yourself as well as with others. Do what you feel is best for you. Don't be influenced or allow people to influence you. If it doesn't sit right, then that's not for you. And then the last one, which is not last because it is definitely not the least, I think it's the most important part. Most of you who are in college at this point are 18 and older. You have been given the right to vote. I want you to exercise it. Go vote. I don't care who you vote for. That's not what this is about. I want you to use your voice. I want you to exercise your right to speak who you feel like should be in places of importance to make decisions that affect you. And let me just say that isn't just about you speaking, I'm not just speaking about you going to vote for who's the president of the United States. That is equally as important, especially in the times that we're in. But I will say this, your local elections are equally as important. So you might be away from home. Figure out how you get your absentee ballot so that you can vote for elections that happen in your hometown or your place where you're from, because where you're registered to vote, wherever you're registered to vote, make sure that you are well informed about the issues as well as the candidates who are running in places that are locally where you live, because that is where you see the most of your vote. Like, that is where you see your voice and your desires being brought to fruition, when you see them in those places. So make sure you go out and vote. And I know you all will all be part of the change. I'm not even worried about that. And so if you'll see what my shirt says, it's from a good friend of mine who has her own organization called Righting Our Wrongs, that she started because of injustice that happened to Michael Brown. But the shirt says, write the change, speak the change, be the change. And so I'm encouraging you all to do that. Be the change we need. We love you.
Now put the cameras on me, 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 put the cameras on me.